Today we're going to do a nice and chill, chatty, get ready with me style video. I recently picked up the Natasha Denona Circo Loco palette. I've had my eyes on it for a while and was trying not to cave and I caved. I had a weak moment and I picked it up. So we're going to put this to the test and have a play with it and just hang out and chat. Hopefully that sounds interesting to you guys. If it does, let's go ahead and do the YouTubey things. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. I have wanted this palette for a hot little moment. I wanted it when it came out, but at the time I couldn't afford it because these bigger Natasha Denona, I keep saying Natasha Denona today, Natasha Denona palettes are like 200 and something Australian dollars depending on the currency. So at the time I remember I couldn't afford it, especially because it's such a colourful palette. It's not something I would naturally get a lot of use out of. And then Cult Beauty had a pretty decent sale, so I don't remember what I actually ended up picking this up for, but I think it was about $150 or something. I found like a code and I got a pretty decent discount on this one and the Zendo palette, and so I was like, okay, I felt like I could justify it a little bit more to myself with such a discount. So if you haven't seen it before, this is Circo Loco. Not everybody's cup of tea and totally respect that. There's just a few shades in here that I really just, my eye goes to, like this one right here, this one, obviously the greens, but like even these oranges and this blue here, I feel like this might be a nice companion piece to other palettes as well. I'm going to insert swatches right now. I'm just going to do a speed through. So I've primed using the Rare Beauty Eye Primer like always. The first color I'm going to dip into is Firework. I just really need to try this orange out on the eye. And I'm going to use a BKA 503. I'm just going to start small because I'm not sure how pigmented these are going to be. I'm just going to start by squirreling, which is like squiggles and swirls into the outer corner here. I just kind of like to plant my like brush in here for my hooded eyes and then just kind of like squiggle it around, and I find it just does all the blending and everything for me. It's actually a lot less brighter on the eyes than I was anticipating from the pan, so there you go. I'll start packing this a little bit on the outer corner. I'm gonna slowly just bring this forward a little bit through the crease here. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been doing little quick looks for shorts, like little quick tutorials on shorts. I figured, you know, I wanted to do some shorts and I thought there's like a lot of times where I want to film a look because I want to show you guys different palettes and different inspo looks and stuff like that. And I just don't have time to either sit down and film like this or edit a full video, because a video like this edit takes about 4 hours or more depending on how long it is to edit, whereas like one of those shorts, because I'm not talking through and I can just like quickly chop it up, it takes about 30 to 45 minutes to edit. And then to film, I can just like, you know, film it a bit quicker because I'm just getting ready for the day. So I've been doing that to kind of show off different palettes and makeup products and stuff. So let me know you guys' thoughts around that. And if you want me to keep doing those kinds of little shorts for just like, I'm still gonna create videos like this where I do get ready with me's and like, you know, all of that. But just for like in between days, I can kind of get extra shorts up with like extra little looks, or maybe palettes that aren't super popular that you don't want to see like maybe a full in-depth video on, but like you just want to maybe get some inspo or whatever. This actually went on lovely. I'm really happy with how this went on and blended out. I mean, this isn't going to be a wearable look today, guys. We're just playing. I'm just at home today, so just a bit of fun, isn't it? I'm not going to add anything to deepen the crease up just yet. I am going to take my Intensify stick though. I'm just going to pop this on like 3/4 of the lid. I shouldn't say this isn't going to be a wearable look because it depends on who you are, right? Like this might be very wearable to a lot of people. It's just, for me, I wouldn't wear this color bright eyeshadow on me every day, but you might. I really just want to go into this shade, I'm not gonna lie. This shade just gets me every time I look at this palette. So let's go into this shade first. This is called Cannon, and it's like a, it's pumpkin spice really, I feel like. It's like a good autumn color, which yes, I know it's not autumn or fall for depending on where you live in the world, but who cares? So I'm just going to pack this onto the outer corner here. I'm just picking up a smaller flat shader brush now, and I'm going to go into Aerialist, which is this like really soft lavender purple, and I'll just add this onto the inner corner. I just want to use a couple of shades to have a play. This shade is very, very pretty, and I really, really like it. I picked up pretty much all of the Victoria Beckham eyeliners, not the new jeweled ones. I did pick up one of the new jeweled ones, which was the sequin green one, obviously. But I picked up the rest while she was having a sale over Boxing Day. It was like the eyeliner gift set. She had like another 20% off that. And I was like, okay, because I really realized that I can wear these eyeliners all day at work and they do not irritate my eyes at all. And so for me, that's worth it because all my other ones do. I wasn't going to do this, but I think I might get a bit crazy and use this purple liner from Victoria Beckham. This is the Fig one. This is a new color. And I'm going to pop this on my top waterline. So I'm going to tightline with it and then smudge it along the top lash line. So I'll put it in my waterline first, which you guys won't see because I have to get all up in my mirror. And then I'll try and get on camera the smudging along the top lash line. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I don't want to get too overboard, but I think like I just wanted to add the purple as like something a little bit different, but still really neutral and sultry. So I don't know, you guys tell me what you think. I quite like it. So what I'm going to do now is move on to base makeup. For primer, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Blur Jam. I'm just picking this up on a little brush because I don't like to touch my face if I can help it. I get bright red. I got this new primer in... Well, I've got a couple of new products, but I got this new primer from Styleviner. The Face Shop, like it was like a green color corrector primer, but it has SPF in it and I didn't realize at the time. And I wore it yesterday and I actually really liked the primer itself, but I'm pretty certain it, like I took all my makeup off at the end of the day and I had all of these new breakouts and I'm pretty sure it's like from the SPF because if I'm not careful, SPF does break me up, which is a shame because I actually really liked how this worked, but you win some and you lose some. P.S. If you're wondering about any products that I have on my face today, they're going to be linked in the description box down below for you. We're going to use the Synchro Skin Radiant Lifting Foundation from Shiseido today. I've got the shade 140 Porcelain and it is like a perfect match. And I'm going to take this on my beauty blender. My mum just recently, I like got this foundation from my mum and she is obsessed. Every time I see her, bless her heart, she's like, I love that foundation. I just love it. I love it when I find products for her and she just raves about them. It makes me so happy. I really like this foundation. This foundation is perfect for me in winter more so. It is summer right now, but because I'm staying home, it'll be fine. In summer, I get a lot more of like a oilier complexion. So it's probably a little bit dewy, but I just love it. I just feel like it juices my skin up and looks so healthy and like you can see the glow. Who am I? Me in 2019 would be mortified that I just said you can see the glow on my skin. For my concealer, I'm going to do a mix of Tarte Shape Tape and Laura Mercier. I also want to do a full face of Tarte, and I was going to pick up their new dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand, essentially. This is in the shade Light Neutral, by the way. It's obviously a little bit dark, so I mixed it in with the Laura Mercier. But they sold out. So anyway, I want to do a full face of Tarte because I've got some products coming out that's interesting to me. So we'll see. In my time, the Pat McGrath Labs Valentine's Day collection just got, not released, but like shown, like the preview for it. It gets released in a week, like to actually buy. I love it. I'm actually going to film like a shop or drop kind of video after this to get up in my time tomorrow. But you will see this video probably a week or so later after that. So if you're interested, it's already up on the channel. I can already hear so many people being disappointed in it, but as soon as I saw it was a Valentine's Day collection, I was like, it's gonna be pinky, mauvey or neutral. It's gonna be not anything like revolutionary in terms of color stories. But when I actually saw it, I'm actually excited for it because one, she's listened to us, you guys, and given us an all matte palette. So I'm so excited for the all matte palette. The only way that could be better if it was an all satin matte palette. I'd die. because that formula is just so lovely to me. I am going to take my Nars cream bronzer today because I've been trying to get through my Makeup by Mario Sculpt Stick and I just missed this little bad boy. So yeah, I don't think it's probably anything revolutionary, but I'm just for some reason really into the NYMPH collection, and I will be picking up all 3 eyeshadow palettes as long as it doesn't sell out. I'll be there at launch time, so hopefully I can get it. The liquid eyeshadows, I'll pick up probably 1 or 2 colors. More so, I only really want to try one, but more so for like review purposes, I'll pick up another shade. And I'm gonna pick up one of the Barest Nude lipstick because I love that Satin Allure formula and I haven't got a shade like that, so yeah, I'm into it. So today we're actually gonna use my Nars Light Reflecting Powder. This one right here. I don't think I've shown this too much on my channel, but I really enjoy it. I love that I picked up the mini. It was a great decision for me. And I think if brands release minis, I'm gonna just pick up minis because for me, obviously with a makeup collection and as someone who wants to bring in new makeup all the time, it's such a clever, not a clever, but it's a good idea for me because then I'm gonna actually use it and it's not gonna go to waste. It's not as blurring as, say, the Laura Mercier Secret brightening powder or the Pat McGrath Labs under eye blurring powder, but it's nowhere near as dry and it's like a softer, lighter version. So I think if you have more mature under eyes or really, really dry under eyes like I do, you'll probably quite like this. For the rest of my face, I'm going to use a powder I haven't used in a little bit. It's the Saie Airset powder. I really like this powder. I'm just so disappointed in the shade of it. I really need them to release a lighter shade that's actually translucent. They call this translucent, it's not. Just taking this on a BK 104. Now what I'm gonna do is just take some of this Benefit Highbrow. I'm just gonna take the pink side and just carve my brows just a touch. I've been trying to put a little bit more effort into my brows lately. So next week, now that my birthday week is done, I'm gonna be putting a big focus on my health again. I usually do, but this week I just kind of let it lax because it was my birthday. But I am hoping that I might be able to come off my anxiety medication. I had to go on my anxiety medication because I had severe anxiety. Didn't even know, so there you go. But I had to go on anxiety medication to like rule out anxiety for like my ADHD and all that kind of stuff to get a diagnosis on that. Long story short, I'm hoping now I can come off my anxiety medication because I'm fine being on it. It's, you know, it has helped my anxiety, but I have gained 10 kilos, so that's been fun. We're gonna use bronzer now, and I'm gonna use my Gucci bronzer because didn't know how I felt about this. Like in my makeup I wanted to use up, I put this in my makeup when I wanted to use up pile. I'm gonna take this on a BK A507 by the way, because I didn't really know how I felt about it. Everyone raves about it and I hadn't used it enough to really decide, and I have been using it. It's actually quite nice. I do like it. I like the House Labs one more, but this is a lovely bronzer. I actually do get what people are talking about. So if you've been wondering what my thoughts are on the Gucci bronzer, it does get a big tick of approval for me. But I do like the House Labs one more. So yeah, I've gained 10 kilos from my anxiety medication. You can tell in my videos with my face. I'm trying to be nice to myself about it. Previously, gaining weight would have sent me into crippling anxiety. It's like a big trigger for me from childhood. But doing work on myself and, you know, being kinder to myself, I'm actually not. I'm fine. I'm like, well, I can either be really anxious about this. That Gucci bronzer went up my nose. I can be really anxious about this and like hate myself, and like it would have previously, like gaining any form of weight would have stopped me from like literally leaving the house. Or I can just be like, well, it's gonna come off when it's gonna be able to come off. I'm doing everything in my power to do that. And it is what it is. It shouldn't stop me from living my life and like really like nobody's looking at me thinking about my weight. Maybe someone is, and if they are, well then they're an asshole and that says more about them than me. But like, you know, it's like that age-old saying where like if you ask the people that love you the most, like what are the 3 things they love about you the most, it's never going to be your weight. And if it is, maybe we should reevaluate that relationship, but it's never going to be your weight, right? I'm going to take my Huda Beauty Nymph Glaze today for highlighter. So yeah, I'm just trying to be a lot kinder to myself in the process of like, okay, you've gained weight, it's because of medication. You know why, like the doctors, you've talked through with your doctors and everything, and like you have a solution, and hopefully you can come off the meds so that you can, you know, drop the weight. And that's all you can do. Like you're doing everything that you can, so there's no point in hating yourself in the process. So yeah, so I am hoping that I can come off them soon so that I can lose some weight for this. And like, you don't have to lose weight. Don't listen to this and think that you need to. I should put a trigger warning. I would have put a comment on the screen. Like, no one needs to feel that way, but for me, it's just my frame. Like, I've always been a certain weight, and so my frame, when I gain past a certain point, which I have gained past, I just get uncomfortable. Like, my body hurts more, I get more neck pain, all that kind of stuff, and my endo is worse. So for me, I like to keep my weight under control just personally for my health, not even for looks-wise. The look stuff I definitely would have been in the past, but I've really worked through a lot of that, you know, therapy. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood, is this Hollywood Glow? Hollywood Glow Glide Face Architect Highlighter, ridiculous name, in Champagne Glow, because I've only used this in the short and not on camera yet. That's my story about that. I don't know why I felt the need to share that right now, but I did. I'm just going to start focusing on my health and everything again, and eating properly now that my birthday's gone, and starting the new year, you know, all that stuff. But yeah, more so for my health, like my neck, I've been waking up with such a sore neck again and stuff. I just need to like get my body moving. I sit a lot because of work. So yeah. Blush. We need to go with like quite a peachy orangey blush, don't we? What's the orangiest blush shade orange? So I'm just taking the Saie Dew Blush in Peachy, if you're wondering. And I'll just pick it up on the back of my little beauty blender here. So yeah, anyway, that's kind of personally what I've got going on, all of that stuff. I've just been really tired in the month of January too. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that way, but even just like between working and trying to exercise and like get my YouTube back on track, I've just been so tired. Like, I've had so many days where I've honestly just done nothing. I haven't had anything to give. So, and I think that's fine for, you know, I don't want to like burn myself out and then it just becomes a bigger problem. So I'm just trying to like be kind and take the rest. Obviously my body's telling me it needs some rest. So yeah. But it does frustrate me that I haven't been putting out as much content as I want to. But I'm like, you need to rest. For powder blush, we're going to take the Gucci blush in Tender Apricot. The other thing I wanted to mention to you guys, or see what your opinion was how are we feeling about all of our current bigger makeup YouTubers? Kind of, I feel like I've watched so many, this is a ref of 5 by the way, many of my YouTubers that I normally watch coming out at the moment saying, oh, I'm changing from makeup content, or you know, changes to my channel, or they're only doing like certain makeup content on shorts now and all that kind of stuff. Like Michelle Wong, she's only doing, I think, makeup content, like specific makeup content on her shorts, and then only doing vlogs. And I know Samantha March is taking a massive step back from makeup. I don't think Teresa is Dead is taking a step back from makeup. I think she's just incorporating other content into her channel, which is cool. I felt like I've been watching a lot of people just saying how they're like not doing makeup content anymore, and I'm just like, why? What happened to makeup? What did it do to you? I'm taking the Milk Makeup Hydro Setting Spray, by the way. But yeah, how are you guys feeling? Is there like YouTubers that have you been noticing that trend this year too? I guess it kind of makes sense. I feel like maybe we're into that like second wave of like YouTubers coming through now, maybe. Cause like Michelle Wong and that, it's like, you know, when back 5 years ago, it would have been like Jaclyn Hill and Laura Lee and all that kind of stuff. And then they obviously all got sick of makeup content or YouTube in general. So then came through the next wave of like your Michelle Wong and all that kind of stuff, like Angie Nyquist, although I think she's still doing makeup content, right? All that. And then it's like maybe they're now slowly bored and transitioning off and it's like the new wave. I'm not sure, but I mean, I still want to see all of the makeup content, you know, and from them, I really have grown attached to them. I'm going to take a R101 from What's Up Beauty, and I'm going to go into the orange firework for my lower lash line. But yeah, I wanted to see what if you guys have noticed that trend as well, and like what you were thinking. Don't worry, I'm keeping going with the makeup. I just love it. I love it too much to not. But yeah, I just felt like I've been seeing so many just be like, oh yeah, I'm not doing this anymore, or they're only doing shorts, or, which I get, like, you're just gonna see so many people do shorts with YouTube, especially coming up to the 1st of Feb when they monetize it. And that's part of the reason why I even started doing some looks for shorts. But honestly, I just was like, one day was like, oh, I could just use shorts to like do more look inspo, because that's what I really want to do. You know, that's my favorite content to film. So for me, it just worked out as a win-win. So I get why, but yeah, I just wanted to know your guys' thoughts. I don't really know where I was going with that. A story time to nowhere. I feel like this video has been all over the shop. I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury highlighter again and just use that for my inner corner. like so. I actually, if you're wondering, I freaking love this highlighter. Like, I'm so impressed with it. Oh, I'm so impressed with this highlighter, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take my Tower 28 mascara. It's a little bit of flex here. I think this is nearly done. I've noticed this starting to smell bad, and it's kind of got that real dried out feeling. I don't think this Tower 28 mascara will last that long because I haven't had it too long, but anyway. I'm not sure how this lip combo is going to go, but we're going to give it a go, and if we don't like it, we'll take it off. So this is the lip liner from Makeup by Mario in the shade Toasty. It's actually a really lovely lip liner, FYI. And then this is the lipstick shade from Makeup by Mario in Sierra, and I'm just going to tap it on, because I don't want it too pigmented. Yeah, that's right. And then I will just take this Makeup by Mario Golden Nude lip gloss and see how this looks. That's perfect. All right, let me go figure out what I'm gonna do with my hair, and then I will be right back to show you guys the finished look. This is the finished makeup look. What do you guys think? I actually really like it, and actually I feel like I said this was gonna be like really colorful and probably maybe too much, but I actually feel super like in a comfort zone, and I would go shopping, or I would actually go to work in this. I said I wouldn't, but I actually would. I really like the way this look turned out. So yeah, rocking the natural hair. I've been doing that lately. If you don't know, I suffer from hair loss and usually wear alternative hair like wigs and hair toppers. I'm going to do an updated video, don't worry. But I just haven't been bothered lately. I've just been rocking the ponytail because I can like hide the hair loss in a ponytail. So yeah. Anyway, you guys don't care. I just wanted to share that. I really liked playing with this palette. I'm excited to dip into it some more. I really want to try some of these other colors. And yeah, I will do a lot more like shorts using this particular palette as well, just for some like inspo, so keep an eye out for them. And yeah, I hope you had a good old time. I know this was probably a really random video. I chatted all out about a lot of random things. So hopefully you enjoyed it with me. And if you did and you are here till this point, you're an absolute legend. I appreciate you so much. And pretty please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world. And I will see you next time. Bye.